Hello everyone, this is Mint Aventurine for your daily reading. We'll be doing daily readings every day from Mondays to Fridays. I'll think about Saturdays and Sundays, but for now, we'll be doing daily readings on those said days. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Anyway, so our daily reading for today is, it's talking about people who have no hope as of now. So there may be a lot of you who feel as if they're in a hopeless place, something like that. And this is what I see. So I pre-shuffled the cards. I already got cards, and this is what I got. So here I've got two rows, one at the top, one at the bottom. The one at the bottom represents your inner world, and the one at the top represents your outer world. These mesh, and this is how I read. Anyway, so this is what I got as your first card. This is the Nine of Wands. So the Nine of Wands, it represents like the burdens that you have to carry. So a lot of you in this group a lot of you who are watching this are probably people who have had to carry things, burdens for a long time. These are not necessarily burdens that came from yourself. These could be burdens that you've decided to take on because it's what other people gave you or what society gives you, but these are not necessarily burdens you would choose to keep if you could. What I see is you may feel like taking on these burdens may give you this sort of like happy life. People have this belief that working hard always means getting what they want, and I've seen way too many examples of people not necessarily getting what they want, even if they've worked hard their whole lives. Sometimes it really is up to luck, and I'm not saying that you need luck. I'm saying you need to learn how to lift these burdens from yourself, because not everyone is made to carry those burdens, and you don't have to. See, I'm of the belief that people don't have to work hard to prosper. We shouldn't live in a society like that. Instead, people can work the way that they want to, the way that their soul calls to them. So this is something that I saw. Here we have the Two of Wands. For you, it's like you need to assess what are the things that you growing up, and even now in maybe your adult life, or now that you're older, what are the things that you enjoy doing? Process these things, think about it. Like, for example, maybe you're someone who enjoys making music, and you feel like maybe, okay, I'm not earning anything in music, or I don't find success in music. That's not necessarily true. It calls for a redefinition of what music means to you, or what your passions mean to you. So you're being called to, like I said, redefine these passions. Here you have the Two of Swords. It's right above the Two of Wands. So like, you need to ask yourself, what are the things that matters to me, and what are the things that don't matter to me? So each person, let's say you value your career. You don't quite value where your career is headed to right now. Let's say that you've been working for years in the same company, and somehow lately just doesn't feel the same. But you feel like your career needs to grow, like it still needs to grow some way, somehow. And you won't necessarily feel that growth if you stay in that same place where you are. So, like I said, there is this calling for you to move on to better horizons. And now you might ask yourself, how do I move to these better horizons? Knight of Swords. So you've got here the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords in your reading, it's like, how do I explain this? you it's better if you move forward even if you don't know what exactly your first step is. Because for a lot of people, there's this, I don't know if the term is correct, but decision paralysis. So maybe you feel like you're unsure of what the next step forward is. A lot of people feel like that. There's no harm in that. But in order for you to move on from this rut that you're in, you just gotta keep moving forward even if you're not sure about what the next step is. You may be afraid of the failure. And I'm not saying that failure isn't in the cards. I'm saying you can't move on. You can't move forward without experiencing the highs and the lows of the road to success. And that's where you are headed. So like here is the what is this? The Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is like the wish come true card. That's a lot of because they say it's the 1111 card. But this also means something that you built for yourself. For me, at least, it feels like some sort of success that you chose for yourself because it often depicts a marriage. Can you see? Yeah. So it often depicts this marriage happening between two people. And for you, in this sort of reading, it's representing a life that you chose for yourself. It's not a life other people chose for you. It's not a life that just fell into your lap. You took the steps. Even if the steps didn't make sense on the way towards whatever this is, your success, whatever your success may be, even if the steps did not make any sense toward that success, you still made those decisions and they snowballed. What's that? Yeah, they snowballed in order to create that path for you. So now, what are you supposed to do now? So you have the Ace of Swords. Can you see? Yeah. So the Ace of Swords is like, what should you prioritize? Oh, sorry. The question I asked for that is, what should you prioritize right now? Each morning, I want you to take a deep breath, clear out your thoughts. Don't think about the problems. Don't think about, honestly, try not to think about anything. But if you find yourself thinking about something, don't add the problems to it. Like, for example, you have this problem at work. You're thinking to yourself, oh, this person hates me because of how well I'm doing at my job. So you don't think about the hate, you don't think about the negative emotions attached to that thing. Instead, you think of, okay, right now I'm experiencing distress at work because of the environment. What am I supposed to do with it? Why is this happening to me? It's like you're trying to psychoanalyze the situation. And then this is a form of meditation that I do. It's like objectively looking at the series of events in order to process it so that you know which steps you need to take forward. You can, but it's better if you move forward with a sense of with a clear mind, okay? And here we have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is actually depicted more conflicting-y in the Rider-Waite. But here, whenever I see the Five of Wands in my deck, I think of it as conflict resolution. And the best way, in my opinion, to deal with a lot of things in our day-to-day lives is peaceful conflict resolution. Because, as the kids say, touch grass. It's not that serious. There are some things that are just not that serious. And oftentimes we take on, like I said in your very first card, you take on burdens, you take on emotions, you take on negative things that don't necessarily affect the you-ness of you. And you don't have to bring these things with you in order to prosper. So if they've got ish about you, let them have their ish. As long as like, stay in your lane. If they have a problem with you, they should take it up to whoever the authority is. But if the authority figure sees that you're doing well and you're doing just fine, then because you stayed in your lane, then there shouldn't be a problem. It's not a time for the universe to mess with you. It's currently a time where the universe wants to help you out. But the universe will only ever help those who help themselves. And that's it for your reading for today. Tomorrow again, okay? We'll see each other. Bye-bye.